and welcome to day 9 of the Spooktacular Halloween Series. And I am collaborating with my crafty BFF, Robyn Pitts of Sir Chauncey Rocco Creative Designs, and I will have her channel linked in the description box below. I just wanted to clarify yesterday, I am doing a hidden or secret giveaway, so you want to make sure you watch yesterday's video, and I do have a link to the playlist. I need to put that in the description box as well. I had forgot. So I will be adding it. And what I am giving away is my Cauldron MDC card and one of my mini Frappuccino cup holders that is decorated with a Prima 31. It's what I will be giving away. And I will announce the winner on Saturday's video, which will be day 11. What I have created today is another Dreaming Tree fowl. And this is the Jolly Jointed Witch, and I used the Graphic 45 Midnight Tales paper collection, the 12x12 decorative paper, and the 12x12 patterns and solids, as I did yesterday in the Jolly Jointed Pumpkin. And I picked the paper up in a design team package from ASC Craft Supplies, and I do have a coupon code. It is Michelle10 for 10% off any regular price purchases. And any order $75 or more ships free. We will just start at the top here. I'll scoot her down. And I love how she came out. I just think she is so beautiful. Used the black decorative paper. It's almost like a monotone. It has a little bit of gray. And then I've used, for the ribbon here on the band, is the purple with the spider webs. And I used gold glitter for her buckle, and I did ink the edges. I think that you can see it here on her hair, so she would have a little bit more dimension. And I did pop dot her nose, and then there were little cutouts in her eyes, but I chose to put some black gems on there, and then we have her little tongue sticking out. And I used little bat brads, which I thought looked perfect with this. And then we have her little skull and crossbones here on her chest, and I did add some purple gems here and some black ones here. And she has her little witch finger, so I decided to give her a spider web ring, and you can see her cape peeking out from behind. And I've used this orange checked pattern here for the waistband and the cuffs. And here we have another buckle, and I'll just slide her up so you can see her skirt. And I love the look of how they designed this. And then we've got, the purple here, and at the top, it's just arranged very nicely. A lot of thought and detail into their patterns. And we'll just slide her up here. She's really tall. And then I love her little legs. And we have her striped stockings, and then her boots match her outfit. And we have the gold buckles, and I added some orange rhinestones here on her boots, and I just think it makes them really pop. Just stay tuned for the short tutorial. What I have done here is I have laid out the legs of the witch, so we will start with those. I'll just show you how the layers go, and then I will glue them together. So we have the green layer, then our striped layer for her, it's going to be her stockings, and then her little boot goes over the top here. Let's see there. And then her little buckle of her shoe goes right there. And when you're gluing these together, you want to make sure you are lining up these little holes here at the top, so we can use our brads to put the witch together. So make sure that you leave the holes lined up. And I'm going to glue both of these together, and I'll be right back. Just wanted to tell you, when you are gluing, I'm going to give you this little trick. You want to put the glue on the decorative paper, because her heel is green, and that way you do not get glue along the bottom. And the same thing with the boot. You're going to want to glue the back of it, so then when you lay it down, you don't have any excess glue. And the same thing with the buckle. Forgot to mention that before I got started. Okay, now that we have our legs together, I am going to turn them over, and I'm going to give them a good varnish with my Teflon scraper. That way we can make sure we get all of the air pockets, if there are any. So we have her little legs. I think they're so cute. So we're just going to set those to the side, and I'm going to bring in her arms here. And the top portion of her arms are the green, and then your decorative black. Just lay those. And of course I'm lining up all of the little brad holes. And then we have the back. I'll start in the back, it'll probably be easier. We have the lower half of her arm with her hand. Then of course we need our green. And then we have the black decorative and lay it. And then her cuff. So just make sure you line up all of the brad holes as well as her cuff, like her little buttons on her cuffs. So I'm going to glue both of the arms together because it's just the same, just a mirror image. Brought in her torso and her head, and we'll just start with a very back layer. So we have the black layer, and then we have, let's see here, whoops, try not to lose her eyes and her mouth. Then we have her green layer, and then we have the black decorative, and then we have our purple layer that goes over top. So she's going to be really sturdy with all these layers. And then her gray hair goes on, and then we have the black decorative, and then we will put, get a hold of it, the brim of the hat on, the buckle, and I'm going to glue her eyes to her nose, and then I will take some pop dots and pop that up. And then her little skull and crossbones go here. We've got her little tongue sticking out, and then her waistband and her gold buckle. So I'm going to go ahead and glue all of those layers together. Just wanted to show you that make sure you get all of your glue to the edges of your piece that you're gluing down. And I recommend just barely placing it down on top and going around the edges, so you can make sure to get the edges lined up here. So that looks really good. And I am burnishing each layer this time. So now we will bring in her skirt pieces. And so we have the back of it. This little orange strip goes down here along the bottom, then the green, and then the black. And I will come back after I glue these together. We have her skirt. I love how it's coming out. My grandson was going to love her. And I believe this is the cape. And it has these 4 pieces here, but I cannot see the score lines on my paper. And see how it's longer on this side? It goes on the right, and then this larger curved piece goes here along that curve. And these 2 bottom pieces, the one, I guess I'm going to say the one that has more of a notch goes here on the second from the right, and this one goes over here on the left. And I think it lines up like this. Like I said, that's where the curves line up, so it's kind of in the middle of the second from the left notch there. And then this piece here, it's probably the second largest. It goes here on the left. So I'm just going to glue those down. And I do have a correction on this one. I finally saw the little notch. This one is in the right spot, but it is so hard on this paper to see the notch. So it is here on the first scallop about halfway over, and it goes up, and it's right there. It's very hard to see. Like I said, I did not see it, and I still couldn't find the ones for the side pieces. But this is her cape, so if it's not perfect, it'll be okay. I'm going to bring her arms in, and we will start putting them together. So this is the upper portion of the arm. We want that green facing to the right, and here's her hand, and it will be facing in. So you want the hand facing in with that little notch facing in. And I'm lining up the holes here for the brads. Well, that one doesn't want to go in. Let's see here. There we go. And I have this tool that is for brads. So I'm going to get it started like so, and then you just push it in, and then that way it gets a nice seal. And love the bat brad. I know my grandson is going to love that. So now we'll do the other hand, and it's facing in We want this facing in like so. And we're just going to line these holes up and put the other brad in there. You may want to use longer ones, but I think this will be okay. And we'll go ahead and bring her head and torso in. Let me adjust my camera so we can try to see most everything. And so we're going to put this hand, fingers will go in towards the waist. And let's see if I can get a hold of a brad. Oops. So we have the fingers going in towards the waist. I'm just going to get this picked up here so I can get my brad in. I'm going to go ahead and put it through the front, and then we'll lay the arm over top. Yes, that's much easier. And I'm just folding it back, and we'll go ahead and do my little rocky motion there with that tool. My grandson is going to love her. He told me he wanted her for his room. He loves Halloween, and my daughter has lights, Halloween lights in his room, and some other things decorated. And my he's 4, he'll be 5 next month, so he's really into it this year. And then my granddaughter just turned 2 in July, and she is excited. She just, anytime she sees a pumpkin or anything that's for Halloween, she goes, Halloween, Halloween. It's so cute. I'm loving how she's coming out. She's so adorable. Or I should say she's beautiful. And now we're going to do the back part, the skirt. Let me get another brad. And we'll go through the hole. I'm loving these bat brads. I think now you can see it. So I forgot I even had those. Those are back from when I first started crafting. I was a scrapbooker. And so, you know, back then, many moons ago, I was a scrapbooker. And, you know, we used brads and those kinds of things. And I can remember getting my first Cricut. The very first Cricut that came out was a 6x12 mat. And I just thought I had hit the jackpot with that machine. I loved it, and I still love Cricut. And I love Silhouette now, too. I'm going to go ahead and do her legs. And this project was so fun to put together. It's quick. It's easy. I think it took me longer to pick out the paper and cut it out than to assemble it. And so we've got our skirt, and of course we want to make sure this foot is facing out on the left and the toes are out on the right. So I'm gonna put my brad in and then just reach through here. Let's see, get a hold of it. There we go. Do that one, and then we'll do this one, and then I'll turn it over and make sure the brads are folded open all the way. So I was excited when I found the bat brads. It just goes perfect for Halloween. Okay, so let's get that opened, maybe. Sometimes when they have, it seems like the paint and the glitter, some of them, I guess they're painted shut. So let's just see here. Just make sure I've got it opened all the way. Oops. And we've got her. This is what we've got so far. Very, very cute. And I am going to turn these little, should have done it before I pushed them down, turn my bats going the right way, because that's just, you know, bugging me. I'm weird like that. Gotta fix it. And then we're going to turn her over, and we are going to put pop dots along the back. And I'm looking for, they said there would be little notches, and I'm having a hard time. Normally I can see them. Dreaming Tree does a really good job of getting to see the score lines of where you put things, but it's just the paper I've used sometime. But I think they're like right here along the shoulder, and I'm assuming they are going to line up right about there, would be my guess. Let's just turn her over and double check here. Yes, that looks good. So if for some reason you would not get these pieces in the right place, it isn't going to make these little pieces here in the right place. By the time you put it on the back, it's not going to be that noticeable. Don't stress if for some reason you didn't get them in the right place. Now we do need to put pop dots here so the arms can still move. So let's see here. I have a big roll. Okay. And I have this huge 3M roll that I have been trying to use forever. I bought it, and I guess I must have been doing a lot of pop dotting, and now I forgot about it, and I'm afraid of it going bad. So I'm just going to use it here, and I won't have to use as many. So I'll just put a couple strips along the back here. Make sure not to interfere with the skirt. Okay, and there's that right there. I think we're good. Get my pokey tool. I have no fingernails. I can't get the backing off. There we go. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue on this, so I'll have a little bit of wiggle room so it won't grab too quick, so I can make sure I get it where I want it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up. See where we have the notches in the hair? I'm going to put the cape right up to those, and then I'm not going to push it down yet. It's sticking just a little bit, but I want to turn it over, and I want to look at her torso here, and I'm just going to kind of make sure that's centered between those curves. So I think I like it right there, and I still have the, I'm not covering up the little hole here or the little hole here for her hair. So I'll turn her back over, and we're just going to get my scraper and just give that a good varnish. So that is our witch. I think she is so adorable. Thanks for coming back to day 9. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to stop and watch our videos. And remember to visit Robyn's channel and ASC Craft Supplies. They will be linked in the description box below. And I do have that coupon code Michelle10 for 10% off any regular price purchases. And any order of $75 or more ships free. Thanks for watching and have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.